And look, and people will weaponize it against me, and they're going to clip this out, and Bert Kreischer crashes out, and
I really hope they don't.
and he's mentally broken, and whatever they're going to say.
No.
You're like, okay, but I guess I hope it helps somebody.
People doing podcasts about how I would use robots to make my podcast metrics. I'm going to look you in the face right now, and yes, I'm sitting on a booster seat. Thank you. Thank you for doing this. You guys being this obsessed with me, honestly, has boosted my self-esteem.
All of the negative Reddit commenters, like, you guys need to go outside.
Touch grass, babes.
Yeah.
I look at those guys and I'm always just guys, girls, whoever. Like, I mean, I go on Reddit, but like,
they're non-binary, all of them.
All right, so it looks like some of the most widely hated comedians of our generation have finally opened up their comment sections. And after seeing that 90% of the comments were negative, they, of course, are extremely butthurt about it.
I'm actually glad that we have podcasts or reaction channels to all of the podcast bros and girls, right? Like, I've been watching a lot of these podcasts for a while, and you can see how things are changing for individuals in real time. And they don't realize it because they're not the one watching the videos back. We have an opportunity to see from a bird's eye view of what's going on and your personality traits, your morals, your values. And the more you get to see, the more you realize these aren't really good people. Like, maybe they started off as good people, but the money and the fame and the attention, I believe that changes who you are sometimes. And, watching Bert, I was a Bert Kreischer fan. Not the machine, like Story Time or Secret Time, one of the two. That's when I was a fan. I've never been a fan of Whitney Cummings. I want to be clear about that. She is annoying. I think it's the pro-feminism stuff on how guys make it hard for her in every aspect of her life. I didn't know she was doing stuff with Brendan. That's crazy. But now hearing the stories, I'm pretty sure she did a lot. This is just how I really feel, because even now, here where I live in Austin, there's a ton of female comedians just throwing pussy at niggas. They are just throwing pussy at niggas. So I can see how, the Whitney would be in some shit with guys. I could just see it. And I could see how the attitude of her would make her not like men and want to shit on them. Okay, I can see that. I'm not saying that every encounter with her was warranted, right? I'm sure there was a bunch of creeps that were doing crazy things in LA at that time. But I think you make a choice, right? You make a choice whether you want to be famous or you don't want to take that route. You don't have to take that route, right? You could decide to say no. There's a ton of actresses and actors that said no and went nowhere with their career. And then you have those that were coming. This is just the truth. And people don't like to hear the truth. And I don't mind telling the truth. You know why? Because that's what I want to be known for. I want, anytime you see or hear me speaking, you'll know that I am being honest. That's why I want it. I don't want no ifs, ands, or buts. I want, if someone were to say something about me to a friend or acquaintance, I would like them to say, that don't sound like him. That's what it is. It just don't sound like him. And then when it comes to Joe, when you're at the top, it's kind of hard to see what's going down on the ground floor. When you're at the top, you're hoping that what you set as the bar will be reciprocated as see fit down the line. That's not how it always happens, right? You have gatekeepers, then you have soldiers, and then you have doormen, and then you have friends of doormen. That's kind of how the pecking order goes, right? And I'm sorry if I don't want to have to audition for regular ass comics that I don't think that are funny. Like, you get yourself in the position, you meet some people, they look out for you, and now you're a part of the crew or a part of the sphere. I choose not to kiss nobody's ass. So it's going to be harder for me to get where I would like to go because it's surrounded. It is surrounded by not real people. Do you understand? It's surrounded by kiss asses. It's surrounded by opportunists. That's just the truth of the matter. So I would hope that Joe takes some time. You know, of course you're a busy person. You're out there eating elk and shooting motherfucking crossbows. But the fact is that you're allowing the same thing that happened in LA to happen here in Austin, and it's under your watch. Come down off the throne and come check out what's going on in the kingdom. Maybe you could help out the average or above average individuals that are working extremely hard. Like, you know about these other individuals from hearsay, and then you see them live, but you only hear of them from hearsay. Where are the boots on the ground? Shout out to the producers of all the shows, because they are the ones that are saying, yo, A, B, and C, or this dude, da. So maybe that's the boots on the ground. I don't know. But there's still a caution tape that is happening when it comes to Austin. But look, they can complain all they want. We finally got an opportunity to speak back. We finally got an opportunity to voice our opinion, and they don't like it. And guess what? Too fucking bad.
Until we meet again.